Hello, welcome into Learn to Step. My name is Jen. This is a 4-week series of helping you learn the basics of step aerobics. This first class is going to be different from the rest of the classes. So I wanted to take a minute just to talk a little bit about that and then to talk some more because this class is going to be full in the beginning of talking. So this first class is really all about getting you situated with some of the basics, the basics of step aerobics so that if you're a very beginner, for example, someone who has never done step aerobics before, then this session is really going to be informative. We'll spend the first 10, maybe 15 minutes of the class or so just talking about some things that you should know about step aerobics. And then we'll get into learning some basic steps after we do a warm up. And eventually we'll do our first step aerobics sequence. So you will get a workout for today's class, but you also will learn a lot. So this first session is designed for beginners who really know next to nothing about step aerobics. If you find yourself a little bit more familiar with step aerobics, you might skip ahead to video session number 2 in this series that will just bypass some of these basic things. All right, first things first, when it comes to good stepping, it's really important to keep in mind that a good attitude for step is probably your best friend, your best tool when it comes to step aerobics. And the reason for this is clearly because step aerobics is hard. And if you're a beginning stepper, then you might begin to feel pretty overwhelmed with step aerobics, especially if you're newer to it and you've never done it before. In fact, even seasoned steppers can get frustrated with advanced step classes because it really does take a lot of brain power to do step, which is one of the reasons that I love it so much. Step is not only a workout for your body, an excellent workout for your body, but it's also a workout for your mind. You have to think while you're stepping. And the degree to which you need to step actually increases as you take more sophisticated step classes. So by the time you get to doing intermediate or advanced step classes, you'll be using your mind a lot. And this can get frustrating, like all mindful activities can, if you don't have the right mindset. So tip number 1, when you're taking this step class or any step class, make sure that you're aware of the frustration that can naturally come whenever you're learning something new. Not just step aerobics, right? Pretty much anything. Nobody really likes to be a novice. No one really likes to be a beginner, especially when we're investing time and effort into something. We want to feel like we're getting our purchase, right? We want to feel like we're getting out of it what we put into it. And sometimes with step aerobics, if you're new to it, it can feel really frustrating or even demoralizing at times. I want to begin our session with that note, just because it is so important to have the right attitude and to know that you can always take step aerobics at your level, no matter what level step class you're taking, even this one, right? So come with an open heart, come with an open mind, and be ready to learn something new in pretty much every step class. If that isn't exciting for you, right, then step might not be the best choice for a cardio workout for you because it is choreographed and there are expectations to a step class that you're going to understand the moves of step, which we're going to go over today. All right. Tip number 2 for you is about equipment. So if you're just starting your step aerobics routine, congratulations. It's so exciting. Step is my favorite exercise to do. But you want to make sure you have the right equipment. The first thing that I would recommend is that if you're a new stepper, taking care of your feet and ankles is paramount because especially for new steppers, your feet and ankles are going to get a surprising workout with step aerobics because step is high impact. And you're going to feel it in your joints, you're going to feel it in your bones, and especially in the articulation of your feet and ankles because they're going to be moving so much in ways that they're probably not accustomed to moving. So one thing that I recommend if you're just starting out is to get the right kind of footwear. Now, what I'm wearing here, I know I'm in a weird shape here. What I'm wearing here is Reiki. And these are aerobics specific sneakers. I mean, they're old and they're ugly. I've been wearing them for a long time and I probably need a new pair. But you want to get a kind of sneaker that has some ankle support and also some good absorption for high intensity workouts. Reika is a great brand that I've been using for a long time, but there are certainly several types of brands, types of shoes out there. You want to look for high intensity aerobics shoes, and you can just do a search on Amazon for that, or you can even go to my Amazon store where I have some suggestions for aerobic shoes. But if you don't have shoes that have support for your ankles and support for that high intensity workout, you might find that your ankles and feet might be sore in the first weeks of doing step aerobics. My favorite shoe actually to wear for step aerobics, since I've been doing step for a long time, is actually barefoot shoes, which has like no support and no absorption at all. So, this is just a recommendation. If you're starting out, get the aerobic shoes. If you're seasoned, wear what you like. As I said, I like those barefoot shoes that have next to no support. So to each their own. The next note and final note I want to make about equipment is you may or may not use a step during step aerobics, and that might be surprising. Now, if you're taking a step class in person, you'll have your step available there that you can use. If you're taking step aerobics at home, you can choose, right? Doing step on a step makes it step aerobics, but doing step on a floor makes it floor aerobics. And you can do floor aerobics for any step class. So you don't necessarily need to use the step. You can still do the movements. You can still participate in the choreography and get a great workout, even without the elevation. It's also important to know that steps often come with risers that you can purchase, or sometimes it comes with the step. And risers are not necessary. You can put the step flat on the floor, right? You can use one riser, or when I was in my 20s and 30s, I used to use two risers. Let me tell you, those were the fun days of step. But the risers are up to you. I'll be using one riser today. That's usually what I use. But again, you can use no risers or just the floor, right? And you can progress your way up to introducing the step. That's absolutely something you can do in a step class. The next thing I want to talk about, and we're moving quick through this before we get to our warm-up, is the importance of music in every single step class. Music is probably the most important thing to understand if you're taking a step class, because step is a choreographed cardio workout, at least the kind of step aerobics that are traditional. So traditional step classes that aren't like a boot camp style or something like that are going to be on the dancey side, and that kind of dance rhythm is going to be choreographed with movement to music. So one of the first things I want you to do as we begin our class today is to think about the music. I'm going to start by explaining it, and then I'm going to put on some music, and we're going to listen to it together so that we can understand how it works. Listen, if you don't understand the function of music in step, you're going to fail at step, because without that understanding of how step instructors pair movement with music, you're going to feel lost at sea. Take my word for it. I've seen it so many times. In a step class, there's music that's used with a beat per minute, or BPM. Now, a beat per minute is going to tell you how fast the music moves. For this class and for beginner classes, we'll be using a low BPM music so that we are moving our bodies a bit slower. For today's class, we're using a very slow BPM at 110. But a usual beginner class might use music even as fast as 125, even maybe 130. An advanced class might even get up to 140, which is like blazing fast for a step class, right? So you want to pay attention to the beats per minute of the class that you're taking. Here's a tip. If you're taking a class at home on YouTube, you can adjust the BPM of the class that you're taking by speeding up or slowing down the video. So if this video or any video that you are watching at home on YouTube is moving too quickly for you, you can take the initiative to adjust the BPM yourself, which is wonderful. Such a great feature on YouTube. You can't do that for a live though, and since this is live, you won't be able to do that with this session if you're tuning in right now. One of the things I recommend is that you listen closely to the music and you realize that music, the kind of music used in a step class oftentimes works with 8 counts, right? So the music will move from count 1 to count 8, and then it will repeat again, count 1 to count 8. Now, usually choreography is designed in 4 blocks of 8. So when we learn a block of choreography, which we'll do later in this class, we are going to learn 4 full counts, four full repetitions of 8 counts to make 1 block of choreography. It's really important to know this because oftentimes these blocks of choreography will repeat, right? Or these blocks will lead into a new block. And you'll usually learn the choreography block by block. Now, in your mind, I want you to think about this a little bit mathematically and spatially even, because it can really help you visualize how a step class works. Knowing that is going to help you. Let's get started with listening to some music before we even start moving. And then I promise you, we're going to start moving. I'm going to go ahead and put on some music now, and we're going to listen and try to understand the music first. All right, let's do that. And then we'll jump into learning some basic moves after a warm-up. I'm going to put on some music here. As I said, the music is 110 beats per minute. All right. So you should hear that music in the background. Let's come behind our step, and we're just gonna tune in and listen to the music here. All right, I want to count out the beats of the music with you, so you know what I mean when I say from 1 to 8. So let's listen, and I'm gonna count out the beat for you here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that's a slow count of the rhythm. You can also speed up the count. Sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So you can see how that rhythm is on an 8 count and then it repeats. This is how we choreograph our steps in step aerobics. So it's really important to know that. All right. As we're listening to the music, let's begin to move here, swaying our hips right and left to the rhythm of the music. I want you to pay attention to the count here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. We're just swaying our hips and paying attention to the way that the body moves to the beat. That is so critical. Keep going. Just getting those hips nice and warm as we practice listening to the music and pairing our body with the sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it going. Yeah. Let's just stay here. Perfect. Yeah. We got 2 more blocks here. Good. Let's march it out here. Now, in step aerobics, you're going to lead either with your right foot, your right leg, or your left leg. Usually, and especially in a basic class, you'll be starting by leading with your right. So we're marching on the right here. Now, how do you know that? Because when the beat cycle begins at 1, it's the right foot that hits the floor first. That's called a right lead. You might hear a cue like this. March it right, right, left, right, left. Good. Let's just march it out here. Keep going. Perfect. We're going to change this march to a step touch, staying on the right. Step touch. Good. Right step touch, left step touch. Take it nice and wide. Add the arms in with a reach and pull if you like, but stay on the beat. Here we go. Perfect. We're into our warm-up. Taking it step by step. Let's change this step touch to a hamstring curl. Taking that heel up toward the glutes here. Oh yeah. Staying on the beat of the music. Let's stay with the hamstring curl here. And march it out right. Good. Listen to the music. Good. Stay with the march. Perfect. Coming up next, we're going to move into a basic step, which is, as you can guess, the most foundational step in step aerobics. Let me show you how it works. I'm going to slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're slowing down the cadence of the rhythm here because I want to take our time as we learn these basic movements. This is called a basic step. As you step onto the step, make sure you get the entire foot onto the step. Yeah. Step right, step left, right, and left. Stay with it. Yeah, it's basic, called basic for a reason, but all of our steps actually come from this step, if you can believe it. All right, one more here. We're going to pick up the tempo, pick up the cadence here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do anything you want with your arms. Doesn't matter. Make the basic your own. Make sure you always listen to the music. That's going to be your guide. Stay with the basic here. We're on the right lead. You know that because on the 1 count and the 4 count in this case, our right foot is the one hitting the bench. Do 8 more here. 8 more counts. All right, I guess I'm 16. Let's stay on top of the bench. Let's take a quadricep stretch here. Squeezing those knees together. Chest proud. Little static stretching here as we begin. Stepping that left leg back. Coming down into the hamstring. A little inner thigh here. Lifting the toes up. Let's tap those toes to the beat. Take it side to side. And center. Yeah. Take it static, getting nice and deep into that hamstring and inner thigh. Roll it all the way up. Let's march it on the left. So we've switched our lead side now. This is a left lead because our left foot hits the floor on the 1 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay with it. We're going to change this march to a step touch on the left. Take it nice and wide, getting low in those legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're getting it. Stay with it. Paying attention to pairing movement with music. Yeah. Good. Let's change this to a hamstring curl. Taking that heel high. Knees pointed down. Looking good. Stay with the hamstring curl here. Just warming up. Changing this back to a march on the left. Left, 2, 3, 4. Good. Moving into basic step on the left. Take it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay with it. Nice and controlled, paying attention to how your foot lands on the bench. It doesn't make a whole lot of noise, right? So you're not like stomping, right? You're being ginger with the step, letting the muscles hold your weight. Take it easy on the step. Light on your feet means light on your joints, and that's what you want. Let's pick up the tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. I said pick up the tempo, but I meant pick up the tempo, right? I imagine myself like heaving up a temple. Perfect. Stay with it. Play around with your arms a little bit here if you feel like you have the room to do that. Whatever feels good. Now that's a little bit of a mind conundrum, isn't it? When you move your arms differently than your legs, it's all right. You might lose track of your leg. Just remember, you're on the left lead. So stay left. Stay with it. Basic step. You got this. How does it feel as you're stepping? Maybe for the first time. One more set here. Perfect. Hamstring curl on the top, finding your balance, easing into a hamstring stretch. Quadricep stretch. Ooh, yikes. Nice and proud in the chest. Take that right leg behind, coming into the hamstring and inner thigh. Lifting those toes, let's tap it out. Tap, 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 tap. Take those toes side to side. Warming up the knee, the ankle for sure. Lifting those toes to the center, coming into a deep static stretch here. Rolling all the way up. March it right. All right. We're warmed up enough for what we planned for today. For today's session, we're going to learn a few of the most basic of the basic steps of step aerobics. And then we'll string those together into one sequence. Our goal today is to put together a block of choreography. So 4 8 counts. Stay marching on the right. Perfect. Let's change this. Basic step at tempo. Check your feet. Make sure they're entirely on the bench. Keep it light. Good. Now we're going to change this to a basic on the left by just tapping our left foot. Tap it here, left basic. This is a very easy way to change sides. We're going to practice that a couple times, so don't worry if you missed that tap. Here it comes again. Tap right, right basic. Yeah, you got it. We're on the right now. Tap left, left basic. Put on your thinking cap. Tap right, right basic. We're just switching sides. Tap left, left basic. Oh yeah. Last time, tap right, right basic. Stay with the right basic here. Now if you're getting tired, or if this is feeling like a little much, take it on the floor, march it out. Or take a step on the floor. You don't need the bench. Unless you want the bench, stay with it. Perfect. Let's alternate. One right basic, tap left. Left basic, tap right. We're just alternating with a tap in between. Right, tap left, left, tap right. Stay with it. If this is too much, it's all right. Do what you can. You can always come back to it later. Stay with it. Right, tap left, left, tap right. We're just alternating basics. That's what this move is called. Alternating basic. Good. Last one here. Stay with the right basic. Yeah. All right. Changing this now into our next move. This is our second move that we're learning today. It's a step knee. Step, knee, step down and down. Step, knee, down and down. You'll notice, stay with it, that it's alternating automatically because it's on a 4 count. So you're going to step right, and then you'll step left. We are slowing down the pace here, so stay with this slow pace. Make sure you're getting your whole foot on the bench. Stay with this pace. Drive that knee right up the front of the body. It doesn't need to be high. It can be low. Yeah. All right. We're going to pick up the tempo here. Pull your knees. Yeah, feel the music. You can even count it out in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing wrong with counting in your head. Yeah. I call this movement pulling your knees. Somebody also might call it alternating knees down the middle. Stay with it. Do anything you want with your arms. I like a reach and pull here. If the arms is too much, just leave them at your side. Who cares? The arms add in a level of complication. Good. Stay with it. Now this time we're going to take these knees side to side by adding some movement. What we're doing with the legs stays exactly the same, except we're taking these knees from corner to corner. Same exact thing. I call this corner knees. It's the same thing that we were doing, except we're taking it to the left and the right. Stay with it. Now, corner knees is a great place to add a little intensity. If you want to add a little jump, just make sure your whole foot is on the bench. Add a little jump there for a bump in heart rate, if you'd like. Yeah. Stay with it. Pull your knees down the middle. Same movement, different orientation. March it out right here. Well done. Step touch on the floor. Great. Let that heart rate come down. Well done. Stay with the step touch. This is letting that heart rate come down. Letting that brain work process. Yeah. Go ahead and grab yourself some water. I'm going to grab some for sure because I'm parched. Just letting that new information synthesize. All right. Marching behind your bench on the right lead when you're ready. Nice. We're going to put those two moves together. Basic right. Stay with basic right. We're doing 4 of them. Tap left, basic left for 4. For 3. Right. Tap right, basic right. Got a little mini sequence here. Tap left, basic left. Tap right, basic right. Stay here. Good. Pull your knees right here, alternating knees. Let's take a side to side corner knee. Stay with it. Good. Right basic down the middle. Right basic. Stay with it. Tab left, left basic. 2 more. Tap right, pull your knee right. Yeah. Corner to corner knees here. Good. Right basic. Look at you. Stay with it. 2 more. Tap left. Left basic. You're stringing together your first sequence. Tap right. Knees down the middle. Pull your knees. Corner knees. 2 more. Do that one more time. Right basic. Look at you with your first step aerobics sequence. Tap left, left basic. Tap right, pull your knees down the middle. Corner knees here. Yeah. Basic right. We're going to add on, I'm going to teach you a third move that is foundational in step aerobics. Stay with the basic. This is called a V step. You're going to take your legs wide and then together on the floor. Like a V shape. Yeah, this is called a V step. Same rhythm as a basic. Just some different feet here. Stay with the V. V step. Let's do one more. Right basic. Wonderful. Right V step. Right basic. Yeah. V step. 2 more. Right basic. Perfect. We're going to try that V step on the left side coming up next. Tap left, left basic. Left V step. Stay with the V step here. Just seeing how that feels on the left side. Anything you want with your arms. Left basic. Left V step. Look at you. Left basic. V step left. Let's do this one more time. Left basic. V step. 2 more. Left basic. Stay with the left basic. Well done. Tap right, right basic. All right, I want to show you a little bit of a movement change for your V step. Let's V step right here. You stay with this right V. I'm going to show you a directional change as we V to the front and V to the back on the floor. V front and back. Same movement, staying on the right. One part is on the bench, one part is on the floor. Yeah. Stay with it. Perfect. Tap left, left basic.
We'll try that on the left side, just to get that directional change in mind. In step, you like to move in all directions. Left V step. You stay with this V step. I'm going to take one forward and one back, staying on the left lead. When you're ready, join me. That feels good. Let's do one more here. Tap right, right basic. Perfect. Stay with the right basic. We're going to learn one more movement today. It's a step touch on the bench. You stay with the basic. I'll show you. Step touch, step touch, step touch, step touch. So we're stepping on the right, left, right, and left. When you're ready, join in. Step touch right. Good. Stay with it. Step touch right. One more. Pull your knees right. Stay with this. Oh yeah. Right basic here. Tap left, left basic. You got it. We're going to try that step touch on the left using the whole bench. Here we go. Step left, step right, left, and right. Stay close to your bench. Getting that whole foot on the bench is so important. You don't want to fall. Right? Yikes. Any arms you like works. Or no arms. It's fine too. One more. Pull your knees on the left. Yeah. I often use pulling knees as a recovery or an integration movement when I'm teaching a step class. Stay with it. Good. We're going to string together that V step and the step touch. Tap right, right basic. Ooh, there we go. V step, forward and back. Step touch right. Stay with it. Let's try that again. V step, forward and back. One more. Step touch on the bench. We're staying on the right lead. One more. V step, forward and back. Step touch. Well done. Tap left, left basic. Let's try that on the left side. Shall we? V step left, forward and back. Step touch left. One more, one more. Let's do that cycle again. V step. Step touch left. One more. March it left here. All right, we have our 4 moves. Basic step, corner knees, V-step, and step touch. Those are the 4 moves that we're working with today. Grab yourself some water, and when we come back, we're gonna string all 4 together for our first full sequence, so you can see what that's like. All right, when you're ready, bring it back, right march behind your bench. All right, put on your thinking caps. This is where we're stringing together all 4 of the moves that we learned sequentially into our first block of choreography. 2 right basics. Corner knees. V-step, forward and back. You're staying on the right lead. Step touch. Let's do that again. Right basic. This is it. This is the whole sequence. Corner knee. V-step. Step touch. We're going to repeat this a few times from the top. Right basic. Corner knee. V-step. Step touch. How are you doing? Do it one more time. Right basic. Corner knee. V-step. Step touch. Good. Left basic here. Corner knee on the left. V-step left. Step touch. Let's stay with this sequence. Left basic. Corner knee. V-step. Step touch. You got a couple more? Left basic. Yeah. Corner knee. V-step. Step touch. This is our last go through. Left basic. Corner knee. V-step, V-step. Step touch. Oh yeah. Pull your knees left here. Woo. So proud of you. If that was your first step sequence ever, congratulations. A whole new world is opening up to you. I hope you come to love step as much as I have. That was the whole routine for today. In our next session next week, we'll add on to this. Stay with it. Perfect. March it left. Inhale up. One more time. Perfect. Grab some water. We're going to cool it down. I'm going to change the music. I'll be right back with you. Whew. Wow. You guys did amazing. Let's see. I did not have the cool down music cued, so think I'll need a second here. All right, I found it. Here we go. Coming behind your bench, it's really important to always cool down. March it right. Inhale. One more. Step touch right. Here we go. On the cool down, don't forget to add a little flavor. Just expressing your excitement of loving your body in motion. How good it feels to learn something new. Hamstring curl here. Let's change the rhythm of this. Double the hamstring curl. Oh yeah. One more. Let's take heels to the bench here, pushing our heels down. Stay with it. Two more. Taking legs nice and wide. Let's come on down. Inhaling to arch the back, keeping the head low. And rolling all the way back down. Doing that again. Taking the legs a little wider here. Let's start a rhythmic move from side to side. Keeping the knees in line with the ankles. Don't let them pop out, all right? Keep those hips back. Perfect. Coming back to center. Let's roll it all the way up. Marching on the left. Inhale. One more. Step touch left here. Add a little flavor. Whatever you like. Hamstring curl here. Getting that heel up, feeling the release in the quadricep. Letting the heart rate come down, breathing deeply. Let's change the rhythm. Double hamstring curl. Let's take some heel taps on the bench. Good. Taking a nice flat back, rolling it all the way down. Taking a wide-legged forward fold. Take your hands on the bench. Drop your head. Maybe shimmy those shoulders a little, releasing the head and the shoulders. And take your time rolling all the way up. Let your head be last. Maybe a couple head and neck rolls here at the top. Shoulder rolls. Oh yeah, opening that heart. You did it. And I'm so proud of you. Great job with your workout today. Next week, we will add more onto the sequence and we will take out all of the talking at the beginning of this video. Have a wonderful rest of your day and I'll see you next week for part 2. Bye everyone.
Live my life, I give it all I can.